We're gonna run out of everything. Now let's leave the breeze. I don't know if anyone else has ever had that. Jump scare again, brother. That works better. Got 6. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Lost in Space Engineers survival series that I'm doing on the Lost in Progress channel. Oh, this just in. We have a situation. And forgive me as I had to jot some of this stuff down. I can't remember it all. At some point after gameplay and prep for this episode, every single grid that I built disappeared. Not damaged, not looted, not reduced to scrap, just gone. That is why I do not believe this was an attack. I do not believe anyone hacked the server, and I do not believe anything shady happened here. My best guess is that this was some kind of save glitch, and a pretty brutal one. And yeah, it sucks. But this is Space Engineers, and it is an unforgiving game, and it is not for the faint of heart. Sometimes it breaks your plans and wipes out your progress and dares you to keep going anyway. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. Now let's leave the briefing center and head on location, because seeing what is left of this disaster tells the story better than I can. I'll put a screenshot or two in edit of what I built after the last episode, the part of the story nobody ever got to see. Now I'm doing a window or program capture with my software, and it will be a little glitchy. We'll stay in this sort of view for now, so I can refer back to my notes. Now when I made back to the original valley, the ground looked untouched, like I had never been there. No wreckage, no scars, no debris, nothing. It was like I had been erased. So this is not a full clean restart, but it is definitely a rebuild. I robbed a small ship, packed its tiny cargo with whatever I could strip off another ship and carry with it, which was not much. I basically stripped off half the engines. That was it. And I got out of there with whatever I could carry. It is not much, and it does not even come close to replacing everything that I lost, but it's enough to get started again without doing a full restart. So this is now a hybrid fresh start. Same planet, same valley, same mission, with just a little stolen salvage and a whole lot of rebuilding ahead. You can see right in front of you that there is no sign of my initial base, which was an outpost base alpha. I can't even remember what I named it. Mohawk Valley Outpost Alpha #1. I can't remember. It's something like that, but there's no sign of it. It's just completely gone. Now, to take us back out of game, so to speak, from here forward, I'm also starting a real backup protocol. Minimum of 1 backup a week, and definitely 1 after recording content and building. That way, if the server glitches again, I have a fallback that is recent instead of losing everything all over again. I don't want to do that twice. Also, I hope nobody else on the server lost anything, because if this was a save problem, I may not be the only casualty. I did take a quick fly around in observer mode, and seemed like everyone still had some grids, but I have not done that often, so I don't know if they may have lost a few. I just don't know. We move forward. There are still some things I want to build before heading into space, and after what happened here, I'm more determined than ever to build them. This game can take my grids, it can take my progress, it can wipe the ground clean and pretend I was never here, but it does not get to decide whether I stop. We rebuild, we adapt, and overcome whatever gets in our way. Let's get back to work. Now that we're in game, I'm going to go ahead and throw on the headphones so that I can hear the game sounds. I want to be as immersed as maybe I hope you do. I either hope you get immersed, I hope you learn something, I hope when I ask questions, maybe someone comments and answers me, you know, how I do something, to be honest. And then if you just want to let it play and go to sleep, I actually watch gameplay videos to when I'm heading to bed, so either way. Alright, I'm in game. Got my cans on. Yeah, this is the site. This was the little hill I kept running over and saying, like, I'd be right here at the base and I'd say, oh, I don't, where's my truck? Let me look. And I'd hop over, right? And my truck would be right there. No, that's gone. The whole base that was here, gone. The bit, oh, wait. You know what? I didn't, ooh, glitched. I didn't see this, but I actually still have this. Okay, so there's a sign that I was here. All right. But all my grids are gone. Well, yeah, I don't know. It's just gone. Everything else I did is here. It's just so weird. But I'm totally deleted. Either way, let's go back to, let's go to what I've done. Now, somewhere down here, I started building the, I think it was up this way. I started building my actual main base. And I did show some screenshots of that, hopefully. I figured that out. I gotta.
Fuel critical.
Okay, turn off. Jetpack. Yeah, I thought I had a bottle. It's 0. Okay, spent too much time. So anyhow, out here was the base I had started to build, and then this time I decided just to build it a little bit closer to one of the direct ores versus stone. And just threw this up here real quick off camera, so to speak. I was pretty disappointed, I'm not going to lie, when I came on and all my stuff was gone, because I had just built a large cargo and started filling it with components, was just filling it with supplies, just sort of off camera so I could do more building and less running back and forth to mine. This is nothing to write home about, it's just something to generate power. That's the ship I stole. I'm gonna grind it down. I don't really want to use it to get anywhere in the game other than take its supplies. But I had to put it there, and I had to put these solar panels between that and my Gatling gun because I didn't actually grind it down enough to, and then rebuild it to make it, to give myself ownership of this ship. So my Gatling gun shot it up once, and I had to quickly shut it off. And but I just have this in the way. If I try to get up and go without shutting that off, which we'll see if I do that, right? I can be a little forgetful at times. If I do that, then it'll shoot it down. So this is where we start, and that's about it. Got all the basics back. Don't have. Let's see. This is a. What is this? This is a basic assembler. Basic refinery. So I can't grind down certain things, right? I can't build certain things with that. I put down 2 cargo containers, and I have this right here to help power me back up. I also currently have that ship up here, cockpit, where I can get some power. I think what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to refill this bottle, maybe. Refill. I didn't know I would use it so fast. The other reason why I came up here is because it's a little bit closer to that iron. I guess there's cobalt in there as well, and then some ice over here. So I just want to be a little bit closer to those three things. And I didn't want to not use my jetpack again for so long after I had finally gotten the ability back. So I did this. This awkward bit of building here is just to get me power and a little bit of defense. I mean, if someone came in here and ground down every last thing I had, then, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do to stop that again. But that's what happens, you know, or that is something that could happen when you're on a public server, right? I might better concentrate on defenses in case that's what happened. But I will say if I do get attacked again, I will go back to a backup. That's, you know, if they wipe me out completely, because that would be considered griefing, and I'm not going to allow that on the server. So let's look at the supplies. We really don't have much. We got a lot of motors from robbing the or grinding down some of the atmospheric thrusters on the other ship at that. I don't know what you'd call it. It was some sort of server-made NPC welcome center type base. And I definitely got these. I had to make this stuff. I don't know, I got quite a bit, really. I'm not doing bad. One of the things I did get, though, that is different is the... what is it? The grids? Yeah, right here. You remember cobalt was like in very short supply on my first start. I have some silver here, but I can't do anything with it right yet with this basic refinery. And I don't think I can do anything with the ice with that either. Oops. Out of spell. So there must be a limit. Don't think I need more than 2. I was able to get enhanced tools so far, but I think I need silver to go further. Oh, and I can't even do that with this, so figure that out. Temporarily. But what I want to do is decide a direction on this base and just build in a straight line, and then work on how to expand the base a little bit more. And I think maybe I'll come straight off of this for now and build down that way and come up this way a little bit, but I have to go into the hill maybe by the time we get to what, here? Let's see. I turn my mic just a little bit. Starting to get buried into the dirt. tell where I'm at. Whoa. That's not what I meant to do. But it's there, so okay. Oh, wow. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I didn't realize the grass would grow through it. I don't know if it'll stay there, if that's a glitch, but I don't like it. So on the last episode, I discovered that in third person that the drill noise is lower, which I can't stand the drill noise. So, but also in the last episode, I messed up the sound to the point where I accidentally muted the desktop audio and had to at least rebuild the background music. But we had no actual game sounds in the episode, so that was a big screw up. Doesn't seem to be removing the grass from what I've already done. So I'm gonna have to go underneath. I'll probably end up nicking one of these things and just totally destroying it anyway. Yeah, it doesn't really take it out. I have to literally go underneath. Huh? Oh well. I think I'll just have to nick these on purpose and then just dig it out a little bit. I'm not going to worry if I nick them because it'll actually be easier if I just take them out like that. Oh, except for I got to pick up scrap. Probably be cleaner if I just. I crouched.
Inventory full.
Stone. Did I pick up any scrap? No. Thought I did. That should cover it. I have grass. Whoops. No, I get rid of this one. You know, I've had this before. What do you guys do about this? I've had one where I couldn't get it. Like, I tried moving, to the left, to the right, above it, all around it, and I had this little square of something once in a tunnel I was digging in it. It was hanging there in midair, and it was enough to stop anything I tried to do, but I could never grind it. I don't know if anyone else has ever had that. Okay. Crouch? But I had it, and it was really annoying. And I never could get it. Makes me wonder what Space Engineers 2 will be like. Does anyone know when Space Engineers 2 will get to the point where it has multiplayer and a dedicated server? That'll be important for me before I adopt. I already bought it, but I basically just pop in and check it out every like 2-3 months. Roughly.
Energy low.
Well, this is the one I want, and it's the furthest one away in my menu. It's a small cargo container. Maybe I'll do this. That's on the ship. I'll just make more room in this one. Let's see how we're doing here. Oops. I don't want grass growing up, that's all. How much steel do we have? Decent amount. I mean, I just need it. Period. So if I have to go out and get it, I'll go out and get it. Looks like I do. Let's do this. Let's dig into the hill a little bit. It's free stone. Did I leave that out there? See? They're really well camouflaged. That works better. What am I doing wrong? Basic assembler. Is it literally because I'm not doing capital FE? I don't get it. Either way, it's not very much, huh? So I have to go get iron. Four. Okay. Remember that tree? Is this the one I couldn't rob before? I tried to rob it and it wouldn't let me. Which, ooh. This is iron? Yeah. Is that the cobalt one? How come that doesn't just top me off? Is there a setting for that or something? No. $44. Is that not working right? It's cobalt. This is iron. Or did it pull off that one? I don't know how difficult. Is this much of a hill? I mean, it's a bit of a hill. I want to look at a flatter way to approach the base with a vehicle. Maybe this is actually the direction. Or this the direction? Kind of goes down here. Then it'll be kind of turned. It actually looks like it might be better off going in this direction. This seems like maybe a slight downhill. Hard to tell. So oops. Gotta admit, that made me jump. So this might be... Did I disconnect this? No, I didn't. Because it's still running. Oh, but it's just barely hanging on. What? some scrap in here or something. Why? Just temporarily. Let's do this in case I make another goof. Maybe there's a piece of scrap in here that I'm not seeing. Okay. Well, I don't know what was blocking it. I didn't see it. So the grass slowly starting to grow into this the further we go. Which before I didn't care about. Now that I'm going to build in this direction for real, I do. Jump scare again, brother. Again, this is just a temporary thing for when I accidentally blow all this stuff up. Right?
Energy low.
What I want to do is have a path down here to put some inventory and conveyors and stuff down here. If I could have it come down through here and then up, and build my base up from there. I build a tower right here. think I need a light. Oops. Oops. Let's see. Let's do... That's good enough. So I'm going to run some conveyors down here along this trench over to here, build a new tower up, and then I think I want to bring in my vehicles in this direction. And then put a connector in here to connect to all the inventory. Eventually maybe put a large cargo here-ish. I want to do a sorter to drain all of the ore and then have it continue on to here. I think that I want to have another cargo perhaps off this side where I pull components off to that, and then maybe I do a flying ship where I can come in and do some welding and whatnot in a ship so I can get some things done quicker. Then once I get this more built up, after I have a couple of large cargo, I'll do a lot of off-camera mining to get mining supplies and start to build up some of the components again, like I actually had for what was going to be this episode before my base disappeared. I think I might need some defenses. It's possible I was destroyed. I don't know. There's no sign of me, though, so I guess I did see that cave. I don't know. I don't know what happened. It's a public server, so anything can happen. I hope I wasn't destroyed. Well, that's the plan. I don't know where I'm at as far as time, but that's the plan moving forward. All of this up here is temporary. Maybe I should just continue to play until we have some daylight and actually start charging this battery. Maybe I should throw another... No. Batteries are wasteful because if you don't create it correctly, it just drains. And then when you take it apart, you lose all of those components. So I don't really want to create another battery where I'm not going to eventually have one anyway. Maybe I could create some batteries down low. And they're just out of the way. Maybe that's what I'll do. Let's do that. And it doesn't matter where they are. They're just there. We'll do some batteries below the conveyor tubes. Actually, I can just continue out this way because this hill goes down, so this will end up being below anyway. Whatever I put out here. Right? Time of this shooting, I am not sure if I'm going to include another element that I created. Kind of hemming and hawing on it. Think I'm going to include it. Let's see how much work all this is. Hope I don't blow one of these things up. Kind of scary. Third person for this. Grab some energy while I'm here. Down to 34%. That might be a good thing to check on. Oh, I think I see the dawn coming. Still 100% on that bottle. Yeah, the dawn is coming. We should be generating some power, hopefully with the solar coming up. Deforming it. Oh, I think I am a little bit. Did I put any steel in my? Yeah, I do have 3. So maybe I can repair it? Yeah. Yeah, I did deform it a little bit. Huh. Oh, okay. And I don't even have enough steel block to repair it. So I did damage it. Alright, so we're going to put a couple batteries down here. Just get them out of the way, hidden, no one knows that they're there. Do I want to just get rid of that? Just temporarily, let me put that box there just to hold that. So I can get rid of this nonsense. maybe not. We getting any solar power? Oh, we are. Just a little bit. 3 on that. Just 1, but getting 1 bar on each of these. And then 3 on the side facing ones. Okay. So at some point we should start recharging this battery. Like I gotta get that ship off of here. Since I'm just gonna destroy that thing at some point. Why don't I just take it off? What do I need to do? Undock. Go up. Go back. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. Can I go up over here? And I mean, I am gonna destroy it, but I want all the parts. There. That should be good for now. And let's see. I knew I would do that. Didn't I call it earlier? So let's look at, let's get rid of this thing. And let's look at this battery. What are we doing now? Should be charging. Input 396 right here. Way over the output. Okay, good. Well, let's do a couple more batteries. Power cell. Power cell. Ah, it's not even enough for 1. I need 80. Do I have enough to even build any? I thought I held it for long enough. Okay. Let's come down here and control 2. Let's do a battery. Hide them. It's really just to get out of sight. I mean, not really to hide it. It's just I don't want to deal with it. So now I need 60 more power cell. I got 6. That's it. And what are we doing here? We're going to run out of iron, silicon, and nickel. We're going to run out of everything. So we have one more battery, so that's cool. Energy's 90. There's iron right there. Where do I have silicon? Don't I have silicon somewhere? Isn't it like all the way over to the new base or something? Or the old base? The old outpost, I think. Actually. We go full on this. Let me see. What do I have in my bottle? 77. Okay, so let me swap out my bottle. I'm not going to run out, but I just want a full bottle. And let me put that back in here. I don't need that in my way. It doesn't take up much space. Let's go get some silicon. I think it's this way. Yeah. Oh. Did I miss it? Just way over here? Silver. Hi, silver. So some of these holes are still dug. Maybe I did get wiped out. I thought I had silicone somewhere else. $75 on that. Let me just land. While I'm trying to think. So, cobalt. Is that gold? Iron. Oh. There is some silicon off this way. Dang. Overshot it. It's the pink one. All right, let's go back. I don't want to be so far away. I don't have any weapons. And if I run out of jetpack fuel, I don't want to have to spend so much time running back. Okay, this has got to be it, right? This one I didn't bother spiral cutting, I just went in. Since I had the jetpack fuel.
Inventory full.
Ugh. This is the way to travel, huh? That was actually enjoyable. Okay, did I make any more power? Not much. I'm literally at the end of my storage ability here. What? Where'd they go? Here they are. Okay. Okay, 2 batteries. Gotta love the batteries. Current input 239. Excuse me, output 117. So while the sun is up, at least, I'm charging. Even though I'm running equipment. Okay. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, these. Ooh, not bad. 3. Pretty bad over here. Shade. And 3. Not bad. Okay. It's all coming down at some point anyway. Let me come up with some better placements. That evens out the power at any rate. Takes a long time to get even one light on there, huh? Let's go ahead and start to run some of this conveyor tube, and I want the C. Wait, I have to leave third person for this. And I want... Uh-oh. Was I not paying attention? Is it lunchtime? Oh, you know what? It's the server restart, isn't it? It is. I didn't even listen to my own messages. Okay. Well, I think that went well. Might as well just end it, call it here. I intend to run those conveyors down that trench. At the end, I intend to put a tower. And let me hit cancel because it needs to kind of restart and do its thing. And then that's about it. We're going to try to add something that I made here at the end of this. And let me know if you like it. It's an idea. I might expand upon it. I wouldn't mind some feedback on it or suggestions of how I can make it better. And at any rate, that's it. Thank you and get lost. But you'll see something more after this. All right. That's going to wrap things up for this episode.
Excuse me.
Who are you?
You're lost in Space Engineer server.
What's happening here? Okay.
When you are done babbling, I have a question.
Okay.
Underperform me again, eh?
What? What kind of question is that?
You should thank your viewers for watching this drivel.
Why do I always have to thank people? How about you just keep running the Lost and Space Engineers server and leave the talking to humans?
Oh, because you're so good at it.
Okay, I do not need this abuse from a sad little server that can't stop blinking at me. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed the episode, hit like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching. I think I've hit my limit for social interactions today, so now, get lost. I don't know why I have to put up with a mouthy little server in my own studio.